If anyone's watching, we'll get going here in a minute. I'm still setting the stream up. I always forget how to do that. Struggling with my settings, trying to find the right settings. I'm really struggling with the settings. Can't find what I'm looking for. Alright, we finally found it. Alright, folks, here we go. We are planting soybeans. I will get to the chat now. Alright, I got everything set up. Here we go. Sorry about the delay. I always forget where certain things are in the settings. My daughter has a softball game tonight, so my wife is at that, so she wasn't at home to set the stream up for me, so I'm a little slow. So I just switched over to 30-inch rows, 120,000 seeds per acre. Got this field all outlined. You can probably see the shape of it, maybe not. But we're just going to be going back and forth, filling in. So I thought it'd be a good time to go live and excuse me, I'll let you guys ride with me in this field and call her a night. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks for joining the stream. I try to interact with the chat as much as I can, so don't be afraid to hop in. Going 4.8 mile an hour tonight. I might speed that up here in a little bit to an even 5. The backfield I just planted was slightly rough, so I was going a little bit slower, but we'll see if this field's any smoother. So in the last stream, I figured out I can kind of move my camera. Like, I'm not going to do it a lot, but I successfully showed the planter while I was planting without accidentally unplugging my camera. So maybe at some point I will turn it around for you. In a Fendt 936 tractor, and I have a Fendt Momentum planter. I would say about 500 acres, and then we'll be done. I think my brother's wrapping the corn up right now, and then he's going to switch over to soybeans and help me finish the soybeans. But there's 500 acres left right now. I just crossed over the 1,000 acre mark a little bit ago. I'm at 1,028 planted. Like I said, I don't have anyone at home monitoring the stream, so like if the audio sucks or it gets too choppy, just let me know in the chat. But I think we'll have a successful stream. I got pretty good service here. It might get a little choppy when I turn around on this headland in the back every once in a while, but I guess we'll see how it goes. I took the night off from streaming last night. I just wanted to chill. I wasn't in a good mood. And I just wanted to listen to the radio. So been kind of one of those planting seasons where I just haven't been in a great mood. Got a lot of stuff going on. The other night we learned a lot about peanuts. There's a peanut farmer in the chat and we were asking him a bunch of questions. So what's everybody else up to tonight? Today was the day it was supposed to rain here in Michigan. We missed the rain so far. My future radar kind of shows maybe a shower coming through. I think it's like maybe around 9 or 10 o'clock. So I guess we'll just kind of wait and see on that. But so far we've lucked out. We haven't got any rain. It's sprinkled a few times. But that's why my windshield looks like crap. Because it's sprinkled, then I use my windshield washer or windshield wiper. Let's try it again. I don't think it made it very much better. Maybe a little bit. But I think overall I got you a better view tonight. I stayed on this side of me, obviously, and then I turned it a little more so you can see out the front. I think I hit the wrong button. My planter did not go down. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching the videos. We're really behind on putting out like the daily vlog type videos. I have been recording, but I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm just not in it right now. But anyways, my wife has a lot going on with kids' sports and dinners, so she's quite a ways behind on editing. But we'll get what we can out to you when we get them done. Spring is kind of a hard time. We got my daughter's in softball, our son's in baseball, Andy runs track. So and then plus she cooks for the farm, so she just has a lot going on in the spring. But we also just have like a lot of stuff going on in life right now, and it's just been a very stressful time, so I just honestly haven't been in the best mood. Just being honest, like. I think my brother, I guess I didn't ask him, but I'm pretty sure he might have made a corn planting video yesterday. I have one like pretty good tutorial type video coming. Like I know my wife's working on that one for sure. But then there's like a lot of daily type videos I've recorded, and I just don't know if she's messed with them yet. Yeah, it's baseball season, softball season. This is my daughter's first year being able to play, so I went to her first game, and then I'm gonna miss this game, and I missed one other, so I'm hoping we can finish up, then I won't have to miss any more games. And then our son plays travel baseball, so he goes all over the place. In fact, the weekend, right, like just a couple days right before we started planting, I was in Indianapolis watching him play. So he travels all over the place. So we need to wrap this season up so we can get back to the sports. I don't like missing a lot, but sometimes you can't help it. got my vlogging camera right here. I could vlog a live stream. Yeah, we are kind of getting in that neighborhood of kind of counting down, you know, to being done. So that gets a little exciting. Like I said, about 500 acres left to plant. The corn should be, I don't know if he's quite done yet, but I know he's like on one of the last fields planting corn. Some of our workers are probably in the chat, so they could probably tell me if he's done. Sometimes the guys at the shop will be watching the live streams. But everything's going pretty good today so far. Skis came out and replaced a couple parts for me earlier, so I'm back up to 100% on the planter. I lost, on my closing wheels system, I got 2 spiked wheels, and I lost a spiked wheel and a hub. The bearing went out and the wheel came off, so we put a new one of those on, and then I broke another bolt that he fixed for me, so we'll see how long that lasts. Because I feel like I'm rarely at 100%. I always have something missing or about to be missing. I feel like those 2 names so far in the chat are newer names, or at least I haven't really chatted with you on here. So welcome in if you are new. I know one of you said you normally watch my videos, so but I don't remember seeing your guys' name in the chats before, but possibly. I see a drag mark. So that means I either got a stone caught. We'll see if it continues to happen. I don't see a pile though, so that's a good sign. Oh yeah. Whatever it was, I don't think it's happening anymore. Yeah, just hopefully everything stays running good tonight. So what's everybody else got going on tonight? Anything cool? today is actually my brother's birthday, so his birthday present is finishing corn and changing over to plant soybeans. That's what he gets for his birthday. After we turn around, I'll kind of bring my screen up here and kind of show you what we're doing. I mean, maybe you can see it where it's at, I don't know. Are you on the fire department? I guess that makes sense because of your name, I guess. Yeah. But welcome back in. Okay, yeah, that's how the fire departments are where I live too, so that's cool. I don't know if I can do that. You guys see a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? So, hats off to you. So the red outline is the shape of the field. So I already planted that bright red area. I did that in 15-inch rows. Now I'm coming back with 30-inch rows to fill in. So right there is where we are. So that's what we're working on. So it should be an easy cruise until we're done here. I did all the bulk crap first. There's one wet hole over here along, there's a lane that kind of splits the center of this field. There's a wet hole, but I might be able to actually plant through it. We're gonna find out when we get over there. So I hope I get there before it gets dark. I should, I think. Because I want to scope it out with my eyeballs first. So I'm in a field, it's like the furthest north field I'm planting this year. And then, so after I get this, what I just showed you done, I'll be heading back towards our home farm and I'll be planting around there for a little while. Hey, what's up, Indy? Is it fun driving a fire truck there, Flyer, or what? What's up with that? Pretty cool, or just pretty standard? marks every now and then, but then they go away. So either one of two things is happening. Either I'm catching a rock every once in a while and then it releases, or I got another one of them closing wheel bearings. Could be starting to go out maybe. It's kind of hard to say without getting out and looking. I'm just gonna see if it keeps happening after another round or so. Yeah, I can see that. Everything's cool at first. Are they manuals or automatics? Like what you drive? I've seen we've added a few viewers, so if you're new, we're planting soybeans in Lake Odessa, Michigan. We got a Fendt 936 tractor and a Fendt Momentum planter. You got the new stuff then, if it's an auto, huh? No, but that's cool. I just don't know if that's something I can do or not, like being a first responder. I'm sure you see a lot of bad stuff here and there, accidents and stuff like that, you know? Surprised Vern's not in here. Where you at, Vern? I need an update from Vern. I want to know what he's doing tonight. If he's planting yet or what? If he's still working ground. I want to say last night I worked till about 1:30, I think. I'm kind of tired today. I was planting across the road to finish last night. Picking up a few more sprinkles on the windshield. But I wouldn't anticipate it raining just from the way the sky looks. Probably the fun part about being the truck driver would be driving in the parades. You probably do all the parades, I'm sure. But then if you're driving, you don't get to throw candy, so yeah, that's a dilemma. Planting pretty beautifully here in this field, so I probably could speed up just a couple tenths. I'm gonna try it. Try to get to that even 5 mile an hour. Doesn't really make that much of a difference, but bit of action coming your way, maybe. Would you say that's probably most of your calls, though, are auto accidents? I would have to assume. I'd imagine. I mean, you're only going to have so many actual fires in a year, so yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, I got what you're saying. Kind of figured, you know, just from observing what happens around my area. Yeah, you're gonna get a fire every now and then the rest are, like I said, medicals and accidents. has an update on the softball game. She's only 6, so the coaches, you know, kind of pitched to him. So I'm trying to find out if she got a hit tonight or what the deal is. Those sprinkles are getting bigger though on the windshield, so I might have to pull up the radar. I don't think it's gonna rain though. Yeah, so it's supposed to rain tonight. Well, it's supposed to rain at really any point today. We've missed all the earlier rains today, so last time I looked at my radar, it kind of looked like maybe a shower had come through around 9 or 10 o'clock at night, maybe. But so far we've lucked out, so. Alright, yeah, I'll probably be streaming, I don't know, for at least a couple more, maybe 2 more hours. I don't know. I'm gonna stream until this field's done, and maybe the drive back home, and then I'm gonna end it. So I might still be on, but have fun. I think I'm getting sick too. I don't feel very good, really. It's kind of going around our house right now. So yeah, that rain's just kind of spotty, I guess. I'll look at the radar here in a minute. Let's see what the old radar looks like. Trying to get that windshield clean. So the main rain is actually to the south of us. I don't know if you can see that, but we're right there where that little blue dot is. Let's watch the future. So yeah, still showing a line hitting us at, I don't know, maybe it's midnight now. Well, around midnight, maybe a line coming through. I know you probably can't see that. I don't know. But we're almost over here to this lane that kind of splits this field in half, and then we'll get to the other side there. Yeah, so I should be able to finish this field no problem. That'll probably be it, unless the radar changes. If it looks like it's really gonna actually rain, then I'll probably just stop after this field. That's kind of what they recommend doing nowadays. Kind of used to be more like we'd plant right up to the rain, you know, and even maybe even plant a little bit in the rain until it starts sticking to your wheels. but come to find out, that's probably not what you should be doing. We've kind of found out it's usually what you're planting, right? You know, maybe just a little bit before that rain hits, you end up having to replant a lot of times. Especially if it's like a hard rain. Thanks for watching, and eventually, someday, probably, I don't know if we'd started this summer, but at least by next winter, like after my harvest is over, we will run like a multiplayer server, if that's what you're into. Maybe I'll just stream me playing it sometimes, like once in a while in the summer. I don't know. We're gonna do something like that. Cause I get a lot of farm simulator people on my channel, so try to do something for them. Yeah, like when I'm actually really gonna like get ready to actually put that together, I'll post about it in the community section of my YouTube page, so just kind of keep an eye on that if that's what you like. I know not a lot of people follow like that section of YouTube, but that's where I'll post about it. Yeah, they can. We plant Beck seed, and they give you free replants as long as it's, you know, like a reasonable replant. You can't just, you know, I don't know exactly what the rules are on it, but you know, you can't just make something up. But you do get free replants with Becks. So I'm almost to that wet hole. I think on our next pass, I'll have my wing out in it. That'll give me an idea if I can actually plant through it or not. Just guessing by your name here in Indy, and that Bex is down there, like just north of Indianapolis and Atlanta. We're gonna more than just wing this. I'm actually gonna drive through part of it at least. I don't know, we're just gonna see what happens, I guess. I don't know if you can see the dark spot up there. You might when it gets a little closer. I think I'll be alright, especially this pass. But I'm going to be ready just in case. See if I start picking up mud on my front tires as I go through here. Not too bad, no? Yeah, we're gonna be alright. But my planter tire is tracking in a little bit, so I don't know if I'm gonna go through it again. Even if I do, they're not gonna grow, so I'd rather not rut it up, you know what I mean? Because then it will hold, your ruts will hold water too. But hey, I got a few rows in there. You know, maybe 20 rows planted into that. I would guess maybe just about 2 more hours I'll be streaming. Give or take a little bit. But if it doesn't rain tonight, and if I'm working tomorrow, put it that way, I'll probably stream again tomorrow around the same time. The hum of the tractor can put you to sleep. A lot of people say that, and I agree. Just got to make a couple changes here. I kind of goofed up. I really want 15-inch rails along this lane. You could probably get away with 30s. I mean, you can get away with anything you want, really. But I forgot to paint, or I forgot to plant the edge of this lane. now and then we pick up a couple like really big sprinkles on the windshield. Nice if we could drive straight through, but I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I'd really get stuck, but I will run it up. Cut it off right about here. I think I can get a little more in there, so I'm going to back up into there a little bit. If it was just a little drier, I would have been able to plant through it. This wet hole is almost always here. I got as much of it as I can. Yeah, Fence really making a push, aren't they? We actually had an offer today to demo a autonomous John Deere, a 9RX. But we didn't have any like good fields for it, you know what I mean? Like we don't have like any big fields left. So we just declined. But it would have been cool to see and cool to record for YouTube, but it just didn't work out this time. But that would have made a cool YouTube video. Well, thanks for watching. Oh, you're in here the other day, yeah. Yeah, you guys would have liked to see the autonomous John Deere, huh? Probably. Seen a woodchuck hole. Uh-oh, the stream is getting choppy. Not real sure why the chat or I can't talk. I don't feel very good. But I seen that the stream was choppy there for a minute, buffering. mean, I don't disagree with you on that, on the autonomous stuff. But I don't think it's going to stop, you know. I think it's going to keep coming. Most people don't buy it, I guess. But I don't disagree with what you're saying. Okay. Just on my screen, I've seen it spinning, so. I always forget to shut my VPN off first, too. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but. Ashley, I think you're getting me sick. I don't feel very good. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's some goods to it. Obviously. But I don't disagree with the sentiment that it kind of takes the fun out of it. It takes away the connection. I get that point of view. I always wonder, like I'm confident that they can drive themselves, you know, because they already got driverless cars all over the road. So I don't think that's an issue, but I do kind of wonder, like, how many, like, because you know they're going to have sensors all over the place. And I already have trouble with sensors, you know what I mean? Like on the precision planting stuff and other types of sensors. I just always wonder, like, how well it's going to hold up. But I'm sure they got that figured out, I would think. But yeah, I definitely see some good with that type of stuff, and I see some bad too. So I don't know what the answer is. I could really see it being really good for jobs like grain cart, tillage maybe. I know those are like the first couple jobs that they're trying it with anyways. Like that they're targeting. Well, have you ever heard of the Michigan Dog Man? If not, look that up. I got that question a lot last fall. What's the weirdest thing? I don't know. I mean, the dog man is probably my number one answer. A lot of people don't think it's real, but it is. No, Dog Man, D-O-G. The Michigan Dog Man. Outside of the Dog Man, I think I've seen a UFO before, but no one believes me when I tell that story either. Oh yeah, it's the thing, the Michigan Dog Man, just look it up. There's a, I feel like I just seen a YouTube video about it the other night when I was scrolling around on YouTube. I didn't watch it, but I was like, hey, I know the dog man. But we just crossed over the other side of the lane. Yeah, Fenton will have them too. I think they already do. Our salesman said he went down, I can't remember where, like maybe Texas? They had like a big demo day down there, and I don't know if this was last year or 2 years ago, I don't remember. But he said they had an autonomous Fenton running a grain cart, I think it was, or maybe it's tillage. I don't remember the story, but... So yeah, Fent's already got them too. But the John Deere dealership in our area just happened to call today, and they said, hey, you'll never guess what, we got this autonomous 9RX out here with a new tillage tool on it. Would you guys like to try it? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I'd be down, but we just didn't have anything like real suitable to try it out on. And yeah, so one night, this is years ago, like, probably around 10, 11 years ago, we got done harvesting kind of late one night. We get back to the farm, and I parked my combine down in the barnyard, and our grain cart guy did the same. He parked down there by me. As soon as I stepped out of the combine, I heard like a helicopter, and it was like so loud and close. And so like we both, or I kind of looked behind me, or behind my combine, and I seen something go zipping by with no lights, no nothing, and then a helicopter behind it chasing it. It was like really bizarre. And we started walking up towards the shop, and I asked the guy that was running the grain cart that night, I'm like, did you just see that? And he saw the same thing I seen, so I don't know what it was. But another person seen it, so I wasn't like just tripping. And I don't know why a helicopter would be chasing, you know, a UFO, or how it could even keep up with it. I don't know what the heck was going on. It went by like in a flash, and we were just like, what? And this was like, you know, I'd guess it was probably like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, maybe. At least after midnight, I don't remember. So yeah, I mean, that's my UFO story. It's not real cool, but it was like, what the heck was that? And I wasn't the only one that seen it, so. And it was like literally, I'd say, maybe 50 feet off the ground. And whatever went by first was silent and like moving fast, but I didn't really see any lights. Like, it was weird. No, actually, yeah, something. Just don't know what. I personally think, I believe more like the interdimensional beings, or like angels and demons type thing, than like aliens from a different planet. It's kind of how I feel it. And I feel like, and I viewed it that way for a while, and I feel like a lot of people are talking about that now, so, I mean, who knows? So I would say it's out of the realm of possibility. That's just what I personally believe. Yeah, I hear a lot of stories like that, like what you're talking about. Alright, I'm going to change this back over to 30s. I remember seeing like some weird stuff when I was like younger too, but I don't like really remember the details other than like, you know, seeing like something strange kind of flying around in the sky and you're like, what the heck is that? Type thing. But whatever they are, if I was a betting man, I would put money on them not being from other planets, necessarily. Like other dimensions, sure. That's my bet. If they're from other dimensions, then it makes you ask more questions. Like, you know, then I start going down more like the angels and demons kind of line of thinking. 18, yeah, I already got my Ripley North, back west. Forgot I already had my line set up in this field, so I just gotta move over. But I called that, I don't know, maybe three years ago or so, maybe. That's where the discussion was gonna go. It's more to like what I just said. And a lot of people are talking about that now, but I mean, obviously, what do I know? Interesting though, huh? So what do you think? Since you're the one asking the question, what's your thoughts on that? I feel like a lot of people are just interested in that in general. I remember last fall when I was live streaming, that was one of the top questions outside of what the hell am I watching? What crop is that? Then probably the third most asked question was, do you ever see aliens, or what's the weirdest thing you've ever seen out in the field? Yeah, I just think it makes more sense, personally. Like, I don't think anything's traveling here from other planets. So I just think that's the most logical answer. Even though that seems illogical, but just because I think it's hard for people to wrap their minds around. Definitely weird. Do you know, have you ever heard of like anybody claiming to be like abducted? I don't, but I'm always wondering that. Like, you see that stuff on TV, but I've never met anybody I mean, I know it's a big world, but it's like, I don't know anybody that's ever claimed to be abducted. Yeah, you too. Have a good night. What's up, Vern? What are you doing tonight? I was asking earlier. I was like, I wonder what Vern's doing. I need an update. Yeah, it could be just that simple, huh? Yeah, that's highly possible. I don't, I'll just call you C7. That's definitely possible as well. The one that's fascinating for me to think about is the simulation theory. I know there's like a lot of like online talk about that right now too. I find that to be super fascinating. Where'd you guys go? Where'd you go to eat? Or did you eat at home? Oh, you said going out, so where'd you go? Where'd you take her for dinner? I mean, we could get real deep in that conversation, though. I find all that stuff like to be really fun thought experiments. Told you, Michigan Dog Man. Hey Vern, have you ever seen the Michigan Dog Man? Vern might be the Michigan Dog Man. Yeah, I think that's legit. Well, I know it's legit. I've seen it. Okay. The buddies must be your spot, huh? Yeah. Come pick me up. I'll take you out to eat. Oh, I'm sorry. I already ate dinner. That could be one of my merch shirts, is the Michigan Dog Man. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That'll be a merch shirt. You better look that up, Vern. So Vern's been in this area a while. Have you ever seen, like when you're out working or just outside hanging out at night or whatever, have you ever seen like a UFO or anything weird like that, Vern? It's going pretty good. I have 1,050 acres in the ground, so 450 left. How's it going with you? Good to see you back. I seen you in here the other night for a minute, but it's good to see you back, man. Yeah, my dad just told me he's seen you, Vern. Oh, so now I'm gonna be the weird UFO guy. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm out here seeing UFOs all the time, but I've seen one weird thing. Flying, and the other weird thing I've seen is the dog man. The corn is almost, he might be done, I haven't heard, but he is gonna finish today if he hasn't already. So I would say he's either on his last field or at the shop trying to change over to plant soybeans. He was gonna try to change over and kind of help finish the soybeans. So that was the plan when we talked this morning, and I haven't talked to him in a while. So yeah, we're making really good progress. We've only really been planting, my first day was the 6th of May. What is today? The 12th, so 6 days for me. So if he was at the farm when he went by, he's probably done. Okay. Yeah, we just have 2 planters, so he usually plants all the corn, I plant all the beans. He has a set of bean, like seed, I can't talk. He has a set of seed discs for soybeans though too, so but he's never used them, so he wants to do it once. He wants to change over and try to plant some beans. Not my birthday, but my dad's. That's what Vern's talking about. And today's my brother's birthday. So they have back-to-back birthdays. And then my nephew's birthday is... I can't remember. Does he share a birthday with my dad? He's right in here too.
Blue line going.
Merwin, you're on stream.
Hey buddy, how are you doing?
I'm great. You're on stream, so watch your language.
Okay, that's not a problem. I don't cuss a lot. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Okay. Well, I'm fabulous. I was just wondering how your seed situation is looking. We got Sung's planter all converted over and ready to go. We're going to dump some beans into a corn box and use his tender also. So.
Okay. Which beans is he going to use? The 2-4s?
I think he's going to use what beans? Did you know what beans he said he was going to use? He's going to use the 25s.
2-5s, okay.
Yep, the tender has got 4 bags of 2-4s, non-Celtros in them.
Non-Celtro, alright. I like the Celtro. I want the Celtro.
You can't get them now because we got 4 bags in your tender of non.
Alright, yeah, so what do you want to know how I'm doing? I could play it at least another hour and a half probably.
Oh, okay. So you're still looking alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good, buddy.
Alright.
Hit us up when you're ready. Are you going woodland land or are you coming home?
Oh, I'm coming home, baby.
Okay.
Coming home.
Alright, sounds good, buddy.
Back on the homestead. Alright.
Alright, we'll see ya.
See ya. So they're just checking up on me, obviously, you heard that. Yeah, so I have like these, you probably can't see this screen, but I have like this gauge of how full my tanks are with seed, but I have no idea like what the reference is. It's just a number. So like you would assume maybe 100%, like so maybe it's a percentage. But I don't really believe that, so I don't know what they mean. So right now I have 15 seeds, we're gonna say. That was his name's Merwin, what called. So as you probably heard, he has done planting corn. He's already switched over to beans. And so now we're just going to be rocking straight beans. So that's pretty cool. We've never done that before. But he has a 60-foot planter, so he always beats me done. Plus I had the smaller fields this year out of, you know, the rotation, and I had some issues, so I could be maybe another 200 acres ahead of where I'm at, maybe. At least 150, I'd say, for sure. Yeah, 15 seeds, that's what I always tell those guys when I call, or when they call. Usually I'm like, well, like, my monitor tells me I got 15. And they're like, 15 what? And I'm like, or, you know, 10, whatever the number is. I'm like, I really don't know what that means, but it probably is supposed to be a percentage, but it doesn't really make sense because even when I fill it all the way, it never goes to 100, so. So since he is for sure planting beans, oh, I don't even know what day it is. Today's Tuesday, right? So, man, we'll be done before the weekend unless we get rained off. So, that's pretty sweet. Now probably everybody's gonna start calling me. It's gonna get out that I'm talking on speakerphone, you know, or on Bluetooth on the stream. So everybody wants to get YouTube famous now. They're gonna start calling. Just watch. But I had an idea. So the other night, my buddy Jeff, our agronomist, rode with me for a little bit. If you guys were watching, you'd probably remember. But I thought that was kind of entertaining, like kind of fun having someone else in here. So I've actually reached out to a couple people. I might have, if we have enough time and it works out, I got someone already kind of lined up to come ride with me on a stream. Just somebody that's kind of funny, make us laugh a little bit, talk about some random stuff. Well, harvest is going to be in September. So, like probably mid-September. Mid to late. But they probably, depending on, you know, as far as how quick they're going to like germinate and come out of the ground, you know, it's emerge. It's, I don't know, kind of a crapshoot, you know, with the temperatures. It's not real warm, but I know there's a warm up coming. So if it warms up, like they're saying, I think they're gonna be popping out pretty quick. But because there's moisture, it's just kind of cool here right now. Yeah, so the temperature and the moisture have a lot to do with that. Right now we're cool, but I don't know what day it's supposed to warm up, but I did see we have warm up coming, so that's gonna help out. And yeah, I mean, September, I don't know what I said earlier, but mid to late September is when harvest is, so that's not really that far away. It happens fast, so I don't know if I answered your question. I'm tired and I don't feel very good. Yeah, it's been trying to rain here too. It's just, I don't think it's going to until maybe later on tonight. Like maybe around midnight. I'll look at that. I'm kind of curious myself on the temperature, when that's going to change. I just seen a video in my feed this morning about a warm-up coming. I didn't watch it. So by Saturday we're going to be 81. So like Thursday and Friday 68, then Saturday 81, Sunday 75, Monday 80. So yes, we definitely have a warm-up coming, so I would expect them to come out of the ground pretty quick once it warms up. So I planted my first field 6 days ago and they're not out yet, so. That's hard to believe. Like, it's cold out today. It's hell, I don't know, but it's cold and we're gonna be 80 in just a few days. Then we're gonna say it's too hot. I just had my weather app out, but I didn't look to see what the temperature is. These are 2-1s. Yeah, the wind sucks today, Vern. Me and Skis were out working on my planter, and that wind was just whipping us with dust. Oh, man. that's what we're planting. 2, 1. Well, my phone claims it's 62 degrees, but I don't think it is. I don't know, shit, maybe it is, and the wind just makes it feel that cold. I don't know. I was freezing when I was outside earlier. There's no way it could be 62, is it? Yeah, I know, yeah. I mean, we'll see. My future radar keeps showing a line of showers coming through around midnight. I don't know if you're seeing that too or not. Time in, it sounds like. Yeah, I'm in Lake Odessa. What's up? Did you have fun at your game? Yeah. Did you guys win? Nice.
Yeah. Well, I got hurt.
I heard you got hit by the ball. Well, good thing you're tough. That happens sometimes. Sometimes we just get hit by the ball when we're playing.
She was brave and she didn't even cry. She was up to bat when it happened. She waited till she came back in the dugout with me.
Good job.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Your team won.
Oh man, I can't tell. That's the problem without having my painting screen. I can't tell where I'm planted.
Oh, alright. Tell them something. Say good night.
Good night, Dad.
Good night. I love you.
Love you.
Bye. It's getting pretty bad that if I don't have that up, sometimes I can't even tell where I've planted. Like when I'm trying to find where I need to go. Yeah, those future radars can change, you know, in an hour. But it is right sometimes. My favorite tractor to drive. Well, I would say all the Fendt are pretty cool, but I mean the 1050 has to be probably the favorite. I don't get to get in it a ton necessarily, but yeah, the thing's a beast. I mean, so that's probably the coolest, honestly, but they're all good. The 1050 just sounds Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just a beast. And it looks like a beast. But I really like this tractor too, to be honest with you. I would say all the fence are quite similar. Like the 1042 and the 1050 are exactly the same, except for the 1042 is on duals like this one, where the 1050 isn't. So I don't know, I mean, that's tough. They're all cool. But I would give it up to the 1050, I guess, if I had to choose. And I think probably everybody on the farm would agree with that. Yeah, I believe it's a man engine. I believe so. Like, pretty positive. Like, I'm kind of weird like that. I don't like nerd out on that type of stuff a whole lot. But I would say yes, it is. Like, I'm even like that with like my hobbies. Like, I don't like nerd out into like the details. I just do it. Like, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but yeah, it's very quiet. I'm running 1300 RPM. It's 1350. And then when you turn it, when you idle all the way down, it's like super quiet, like a diesel pickup, I would say. Alright, I think right now would be a good time. I hope I don't mess the stream up. We'll give you a little backwards view. The only downside is I'm gonna have to put my ugly face right in front of the camera when I remount it. So this is the Momentum. I mean, if you guys would rather watch that, I might be able to point you that way. For my mount won't swing as far enough. As I say, I might be able to just stick you on this view for a little while, but yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, this is my planter. Now you can't really see the row units. That's maybe the only downside. The units hang way off the back of the toolbar, which is why I have to put a 3-pass headland to turn around. Because I have to get so deep in my headland, you know, before I can lift it. If I only did 2 passes, like, you can do it, but you have to be like right on the money. Like, you can't be a split second late. And so just safe, especially when working, like, you know, if my headland has a woods like that one did back there, like, it's just not worth it. So kinda, I mean, there's nothing wrong with a 3-pass headland, but you just spend a lot more time doing headlands. And you know, sometimes if you don't think it out before you start, you end up like on the wrong end of the field to start, which whatever, is not the biggest deal in the world, but a 2-pass out land in my opinion is a lot better. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but yeah, so I don't have much like to look at, you know, as far as like trying to keep an eye on stuff. I can't really see a whole lot, so I rely on my 2020 to tell me when I got something going on, or I'm looking for drag marks. That's because that's like the only thing I'm gonna see. Just maybe if I'm dragging a stone somewhere. And even then, if it's like in the center of the planter, I'm not going to see that until I turn around. So outside of like looking over my shoulder when I'm putting my planter like back down and stuff, you know, to make sure I'm getting it down in time, I don't really look behind me a ton, I would think. Which is kind of a relief on my neck, but so this is my control stick. It's a CVT transmission, if you don't know much about the fence. This is my up and down. I got cruise controls for speed, and then like set points for my RPM. And that's really most of the control of the planter when I'm operating. And then I have a planter screen here I can look at on this terminal. I can't stretch it out, otherwise I'm going to unplug my camera. Then my 2020. So that's kind of what we're looking at. I mean, you got some more controls over here. I only use one hydraulic lever that turns on my Delta Force. So this is my view. I'm going to try to hang it back up before I accidentally ruin the stream. It might take me a minute to get the right positioning here. Maybe. I might have nailed it on the first try. What would be the odds of that? Nope, I sure didn't. Alright, what do I gotta do? I gotta go. Oh yeah, that might not be bad. I guess I could do that probably every once in a while if you guys want to see the planter a little more, but there ain't a whole lot to like watch. This is the thing. Like I said, you just can't see the row units because they're on the very back of the planter. Which I mean they always are, but like I got a lot of stuff in the way. That toolbar, I guess I should say, is what really hangs back. The row units on a Fendt Momentum have, I believe it's the most travel on the parallel arms of any planter. And it can also flex, like at the wings. The wings can flex like crazy. I'll try to get that on camera sometime if I'm ever going through a spot, but there's not one in this field. say, well, my field view is telling me about 12 acres. So we'll be, so I got enough seed to plant here. If you guys are watching back at the shop, I should have enough seed, plenty of seed to plant this. And the next field is right at our home farm, so I probably will at least start on that, if not get that planted tonight as well. You know, weather depending. So definitely making good progress. Yeah, I won't lie, I don't know a lot about the engines, IH, just don't know a lot about them, to be honest with you. Why do they hate it?
I'm all switched over, and we're putting some beans into boxes. I guess I'm doing the 2550s, right?
Yeah, whatever you want. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. All right.
Yep. All I know is I got, what did he put in my tender? 2 4s, that's right. Yeah, so I got the 2 4s, you got the 2 5s then, yep.
Yep. I think there might be, there's probably 3 more 2 4s for you, but they have Salto on them, maybe? I think.
I thought they told me no Salto, but I can look quick. I got my sheets somewhere right here.
Okay, yeah, they do. I'm looking at them right now.
Oh yeah, so yeah, there are some 2 4 Saltros, 3 bags of those. I don't know which ones they put in.
You have the nons.
Yes.
You got nons in your tender right now.
Yeah, 10 4. Yep.
I guess you can do some math or whatever if you want, and just see that we got enough beans. I mean, I'm pretty sure we do.
Okay, well, there should be about 450 acres left to plant. So.
To plant?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm getting like 3 bags, so 6,000. Well, not every time is 6,000, but 3 bags, I'm getting well over 100 acres. So.
Okay.
you know, it's going to depend on the seed size, but, so yeah, I mean, yeah, I could try to figure that tonight at some point.
Seems like it ought to be right around that, well, I guess I don't know what your average population is necessarily.
Well, I don't always, but I just always round everything to like 130 just to be safe, but I usually know it's going to be less than that, so. Like up here, well, I'm planting 120 on 30-inch rows right now, so. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to figure. But yeah, I can figure that up a little bit. When I get back to the shop. Oh, I'm almost done up here at Bed Please. I got like a round and a half maybe left. 2 rounds.
Okay.
So when I get back, I'll try to do some math.
Alright.
Do a little figuring. But yeah, I'm going to say we're going to have more than enough seed. I would just kind of think, judging from the sheet. So I got 4 already in.
Based on the math I did before, you know, as we kind of got started, I figured we'd have more than enough.
Yeah.
As long as everything's coming out.
Just.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll do some figuring when I get back.
Alright. Where are you going to plant next? Then just like by the farm or something?
Yeah, Heinz.
Heinz.
Okay. And then I don't know what after that. I guess I'll probably just stick to the small fields. Obviously, you're already south, so.
Right.
So yeah, I'll do a Heinz tonight, and then tomorrow some of the other small ones, maybe like Demon Drop first, and then work my way around.
Right. I was thinking it's got to be, what, like it's supposed to be around 150 acres around home?
Yeah, it's something like that.
So I was thinking, right, estimating, but. Okay, there's about 130, 160, 280 down south then, maybe.
Yeah, so according to my monitor, I'm at 1,060 right now, so that field list sheet claims almost exactly 1,500, so should be 440-ish.
Okay, 80, 150. Yeah, right in there. Okay. So, yeah, I think I'm going to probably try to get started tonight, yeah.
So really, if my just rough math is right, that'd only really be like 5 bags of soybeans. Well, no, that's not, no, I'm sorry, that's not true. I gotta rethink that. I was thinking about that wrong. Yeah, I'll do. But yeah, that's not true. That's not right.
Would be four boxes on my tender, 4 on yours, and 4 totes in the shed.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll have plenty.
Okay, sweet. Alrighty, of course I don't know, what kind of vacuum do you run? I don't know if yours will be the same as mine necessarily, but I'm curious.
So if you're going by the 2020 number, yeah, you must be. So I'd say anywhere from like 20, I'd say in the mid-20s, like low to mid-20s. Because mine all read kind of different. My right's 22, my left is 25, my middle's 24.
Okay.
That's, so I have a different way to a different number to actually set it by on my momentum screen. And I just go, that's the recommended setting for the momentum anyways.
Okay. Yeah, I was just kind of curious, I don't know. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I don't know if I'll have to run more steps.
Probably. Than you do for corn? Probably more.
Probably more. Well, there's more than, I'm going through from 32 slots to 80, yeah, 32 to 80.
The best way to really monitor your population, unless for some reason yours reads better than mine, is actually on your field view.
Okay.
I mean, you'll get pretty close to the same reading on each, but you'll see what I mean once you start planting.
You're talking actual population?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because you
I wonder why that is.
you probably won't see singulation. Like right now, I don't see singulation on my 2020, but on my field views tell me I'm at 98%.
Okay.
So I don't know. I just kind of I've just watched that more than my 2020, depending on the population. But if you're doing 30-inch rows, you're probably not going to want to plant heavier than 120.
Okay. Shoot for 120.
Yeah.
I know Jeff's got prescriptions for some of that shit down there, but I don't.
You probably have them on your USB. So what I do,
maybe.
Because I think I have corn on mine. I could have someone run my stick down to you though if you want it. But
Maybe.
I always have to. If I'm doing 30-inch rows, I usually adjust that his prescriptions. Anyways.
Yeah, I adjusted a lot of mine too. You know, for the barn. I told him to do whatever he thinks, and I would just change it how I wanted it.
Right. So, but Jeff always tells me when you're doing 30-inch rows, shoot like on your low to mid ground, do 120. But if you're on your high end ground and it's good weather, like good conditions, he's not afraid of 110. So,
Okay.
do with that what you will.
Right. I kind of feel like as we see these warmer temperatures coming our way, it's pretty good conditions, quite frankly.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be scared of 110 like on the green 80, probably on the 40 either.
Right.
But maybe around the borders, like you know how I do 15-inch rows on the borders, maybe you do 120, do 120 around the borders and fill in with 110. I don't see
right. I guess that's where it would be nice to have the prescription. I ain't got to fuck with it.
Right. I just set it up ahead of time, and
like
I said, I got one more round after this, and then I'll be heading back. I could probably send it down if you want it.
Okay. I may not even be out of there quite yet.
Oh, good.
So we're just putting the last boxes on the tender, and I gotta go back to the farm and get my tractor and
gotcha.
Get full up. So yeah, I might just wait for you because I probably couldn't be there anyways.
10-4.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right, later.
All right, so I'm sure you guys heard all that. He's just about ready to rock on soybeans. Okay, yeah, the emissions, we haven't had any problem with these. I feel like these are a little DEF hungry though, these European tractors for sure. But we haven't had any issues, personally, with these. I've had some DEF issues on my Gleaner combine in the past, but it's mainly just like small stuff, like your filters get clogged because the soybean dust gets everywhere. And then you get derated and all that fun stuff. I did have another DEF problem once, and I can't remember what the issue was. It took us a long time to figure it out. But yeah, we're got like one more round left, I believe, and then I'm gonna be heading back. But we're just like we were talking on the phone, and you kind of start planning to double check first of all you have enough seed, which I'm pretty sure of that. But then you don't want to load up a bunch of seed that you're not going to use either. So we'll start being a little pickier on how many bags we start putting in the tenders, and like I can always have like a rough number in my head, but when I get back I'll sit down with my calculator and really figure it out. But when you do like a lot of variable rate planting, sometimes it's harder to dial that in. Which I'm not doing right now, but I was across the road. I'm not sure why there wasn't a prescription for this field. I kind of figured if there was for that side of the road, there would be here, but especially since we've been farming this one for a long time. But so he's never planted soybeans. You know, with the precision stuff and the 2020. Sometimes in the past, like when I describe what it's like, you'd think maybe I sound a little crazy, maybe, because I don't see nearly the same numbers that he sees. And I'll tell him like, yeah, I can't even see my, you know, I can't see certain things, certain metrics, but he's gonna see what I mean now. Especially he's gonna have more units planting than me now when doing 30-inch rows. So right now I got 16 rows planting, and I can't see singulation. Now when I'm planting 15-inch rows, I can see my singulation, and I can singulate at 98-99%. But for whatever reason, my field view will read my singulation when my 2020's not. So right now I'm doing 98% at 120,000. It's going pretty good. I'm just about ready to wrap this field up. We got like 440 acres left to plant. Corey just wrapped up the corn planting. He switched his planter over to planting beans, and so we're gonna tag team the rest of the beans. He's going south. We got some, like our bigger fields left are down there, so I'm gonna let him plant those because he's got a bigger planter. And I'm gonna stick around our home farm where we got like a lot of our smaller fields left. So we ought to whip this out pretty quickly with 2 planters going on 450 acres. So realistically, depending on how late we work, like what we get accomplished tonight, realistically, if everything went great, we could finish with a long day tomorrow. And if not, which I don't think is super likely, but we could, but probably the following day, so that'd be Thursday, we'll probably finish, if it doesn't rain us off. Yeah, he can only plant 30-inch rows. He's got 30-inch planters, 60 foot. Which is fine, you know, a lot of guys plant only 30-inch soybeans. That's kind of what me and Jeff were talking about the other night. I don't know if you guys really heard all of it, but it's like, I feel like I kind of overcomplicate it a little bit because I have the capability of doing either. And so it's like, I don't know, I just think while it's a really nice capability, it's like you end up kind of like overcomplicating it sometimes. Just because you can. No, I'm only on horizontal. My daughter had a softball game, my wife was gone, and so I just said, you know what, I'm just going to start a stream. She offered to relaunch when she got home, but maybe tomorrow we'll do it. We'll try it again. I was doing a lot of research on that, and I don't. I'm still like unclear why the vertical is not getting pushed out to people. So. I don't even know if it's worth doing the way we're doing it anyways. What I really need to do is do my horizontal from this and then use my phone for the vertical at the same time. It would be the way to do it, I think. Yeah, that's why you couldn't find it. I'm really starting to not feel good. For the last couple hours, I haven't really felt very good. It's really kicking in now. So good thing we're almost done, because I have a feeling I'm about to be sick. We have like a little cold going around our house. I haven't been sick since November. I didn't get sick once all winter. So maybe I could fight this off with a good night's sleep. This should be the final pass. Yeah, it would. It would draw a lot more views. I don't know. The more I think about it, it's like, okay, I really need to get this streaming setup that I keep talking about. I need to really get it going for wheat harvest as a practice run before corn and soybean harvest. So the next couple months, I need to really buckle down and say, okay, I'm going to do it. I might have to spend a little of my own money to do it, but I think it'll be worth it. It draws more people in, gets more subscribers. You know what I'm saying. So I think in the long run, even if it costs money out of my pocket, it'll probably be worth it in the end. Well, you better keep those sprinkles at your house, Vern. I was getting sprinkled on earlier too, but it never rained. So I will take you guys with me back to the farm if you want to keep watching. I'll just keep the camera rolling. I don't know what the service is going to do. Maybe it'll just get choppy. I don't know. But if people keep watching, I'll just keep streaming when I start my next field. I should have good service there as well. So I just don't know what it's going to do when I go down the road. It might be fine. I don't mind leaving it run if people are watching and having a good time. have to get seed. Not right away. When I get to the next field, I should be able to like border it and maybe even plant a little bit before I can fill. I'm switching maturities. I probably don't really have to plant all the way down. The maturity I have in the planters earlier than what I'm going to be putting in, so it's really not that big of a deal. But I will try to get them mostly planted out first. But I'll probably grab some fuel and DEF, and it only takes a few minutes, and then we'll be right back in the field. Maybe I won't even fill. Maybe I'll do that in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. Well, welcome back. We're just finishing that field that we were planning when you left. So maybe that was a good sign. It wasn't nothing serious. If you didn't have to assist. You could really go for a pop right about now though. A soda, depending on where you live. I'm trying to quit drinking pop. And so I would say I've had maybe 3 of them all planting season. Maybe only 2. Yeah, I believe he plants 5 mile an hour. That's kind of, I feel like, the standard maybe. Except for the high-speed planters. I guess I don't really know what other guys do. Yeah, I believe Corey plants around 5 mile an hour though. Our longest maturity this year is a 2.5, I believe. Yeah, 2550s. We've kind of shortened up our lineup. We used to plant a lot of 2.9s and get them in early. But over the years, we kind of found them to be like, they're too growthy. They get like really tall and then they mold. They like lay down and mold. So, I don't know, just in our experience anyways. So we've kind of went away from the later maturity. Plus we also plant wheat now, so in the fall. So we've just been kind of we shifted our lineup earlier. So I had 2 O's, 2 1s, 2 4s, and 2 5s. And so 1,000 acres of our soybeans are going to be 2 O's and 2 1s. So that's a lot of early beans. And, you know, that's just, honestly, it's going to be really nice in harvest, and for us, they've been yielding pretty well. So hopefully that continues because we've got a lot of them right now. But so the nice part about that though is when harvest starts, we'll be out ripping, you know, right away. No, I haven't got a chance to look up the peanut stuff yet, but I will. I haven't had any time to watch anything. Yeah, Jeff was telling me the other night, Vern, that or at least you used to be a big 2.9 guy. Yeah, we've had some white mold issues, which is another reason we kind of do some 30-inch rows and plant weed. We're trying to mitigate that. It takes a long time to actually get rid of white mold. Yeah, the maturity numbers, it's kind of like a descriptor for how long it takes the soybean plant to be ready to harvest, I guess would be the easiest way to explain it. So this field is 68.3 acres. Updated my notes and we gotta fold up. Someone was asking me the other night that they wanted to see this thing fold and unfold. Are they in here? I don't really want to waste much time, but I'll show you if you really want to see it quick. Okay, yeah, that was you. Alright, I'll show you quick. Because otherwise we might not get another chance. I remember someone asked the other day. Alright, bear with me. Try to turn on my backlight so you can see it. And here we go. Right now the wings are just kind of folding in and the center of the planter's kind of rolling backwards on the wheels. So that was just my split rows, they fell down. So yeah, I fold up nice and narrow, like that. And then if you watch those wheels down there in the front, I just lift my 3-point hitch to get those up off the ground. And we are road ready, just like that. Then obviously unfolding is exactly the opposite, but maybe I'll show that when we get to the field. Trying to be careful. So many things I can do to accidentally mess this up. I'm trying to be careful. Alright, now exactly, Autobots. Yeah, it is pretty slick. I just like how narrow it gets. I mean, all planters get pretty narrow, but I like that my units go up. And then I know they're up out of the way of like mailboxes and I think that view's alright. Let me know if you want me to move that. I'm going to hit the road at least. Oh, I gotta let my air pressures in my tires pump up quick. I always forget which ones are actually like my road headlights. think I can actually spin it. It probably should be spun a little more to the windshield. Maybe like that. Alright, guess we're gonna rock with that view. Again, I'll keep it rolling. I just don't know what's gonna happen with my signal when I drive down the road. Might be great, might not be, I don't know. But if the stream drops off, once I start the next field, maybe I'll start another one. What kind of drill? Maybe it says it in there and I can't see it, but oh shoot. Gotta be careful with the potholes. I don't want it to knock my camera down. I use ram mounts, so it's pretty sturdy, but you never know. So we're just going to take it easy here on these dirt roads until we get out to the main road. Going like 15 mile an hour. These roads are pretty rough. Michigan dirt roads are usually not the best. And we got a lot of them. Well, hell, our paved roads ain't the best either. So these have an engine brake. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's pretty slick. I cannot see around these trees, but it's clear. Fire, you might have to come rescue me if I get in an accident, buddy. Gotcha. I always try to look way ahead on this road because it like gets super like a tree tunnel kind of up here. Try to make sure no cars are coming because sometimes once you get in there, there's nowhere to go. I don't see any lights. But it's about a mile. Well, it is a mile out here to the main road. I'm sure you will. And see right here, we're getting in like that tree tunnel I was talking about. Maybe now you guys can see what we're looking at for a minute. Yeah, we have some wild dirt roads around here. Some are decent, but this one never is. It's always rougher than hell. I think I see tractor lights across the main road there. Must be the farmer over there is working in the field, maybe. See some. And then this corner up here sucks. There's a can't see out the main road. So I'm scoping it out right now. I know I got 2 cars, and then I can right up. Here. So there's 1. Here comes number 2, and we're going 2. Oh yeah. So my planter's pretty light right now. I don't have a lot of seed in, so I'm gonna get going top speed, which is 34 mile an hour. So we're cruising. Guys, ads like when I was setting up my stream, I seen an option for automatic ads or something. I don't know. But I only do it because I do need to make some money for, like I was talking about earlier, for buying the video equipment. So we are rolling ads, and accept ads if we want to. We don't have to. We get some here and there. Gotten a few. Holy shit. Dude, people are stupid on the road. It's like he passed when he probably shouldn't have anyways, but then he took forever to get back over in the lane. Like, I thought, like, that was close. we got like 3 more miles till we're back at the farm. So, won't be too long. Streams, especially in harvest, they're gonna be cool. Like being able to use like an actual camera like this and like a multi-cam going. That's gonna be pretty cool. You guys will really like that. I see my house. I can see my TV on. I don't know if they're watching. I'm sure my daughter's got. She might have the stream on. I don't know. They do usually have the stream on when I'm streaming, so. If so, hi girls. I see you guys right now. That we drive on the most, probably. Like this main road got redid, I don't know, like 6 years ago, I want to say. I think it's the year like my daughter was born, maybe. I think. But they didn't redo this 1 mile of it. It's so stupid. It's the 1 mile that I drive on every single day. Almost there. 1 mile. You might have got tired of waiting for me to get back. I'd laugh if that's him. I think it is. Those look like our beacons. Yeah, that's him. Man, if he would have just waited 30 more seconds. Say fence have that double blink beacon, so I thought that was him. start pulling in. Yay, we made it home. So the field we're gonna plant is right here. I just gotta drive all the way through the driveway. I might just stop here and I think I'll skip the fuel and def right now just to save a little bit of time so we can keep going. Talk to these guys. I don't know if they want me to the Corey. And let them know how much seed I got, so how long seed. Just gotta sort through some of these papers. Got so many prescriptions here. This is that one. So I'm probably, I don't know. Can't decide what I'm going to plant out here, if I'm going to do 15s or 30s. Really? Yeah, I didn't feel like pulling into the gas station for a pop. Yeah, I figured it probably would get choppy on the road. So now that we're here where we're gonna be, probably end it. My service here, okay, it's not the best, so I guess we'll just have to see. Is everything right now since we're off the road? So which all ones do I need to import? I need to import just two more. I need to import home, D home, E home. That's it. Have them. I'm gonna send my memory card, USB down to Corey if he wants it. I got D home and E home. Okay. And let me know. Still good time. I guess I don't know how to refresh other than, do you mean just start a new one? I can do that. Once I get out in the actual field, see if it's good or not. And if you want me to, I can try to start a stream. Otherwise maybe we just won't be able to tonight. It's always so you can throw it.